Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome to the V2 version of my car. Today we've got an exciting piece of the puzzle. We're going to be installing this Status Gruppe SCZA exhaust. And yeah, let's get right to it. Alright, before we actually get into the build of the exhaust, let's look at how insane the build quality is on the Status Gruppe SCZA exhaust. I mean, before I had a Super Sprint Section 3 exhaust and that thing was pretty cool, but I mean, man, the way the welds and the bends in these tubes are, I think it kind of takes the cake with how pretty it is. It even came with adjustable and removable tips here, all 3 1/4 inch. Alright, so the first bolts I've elected to actually remove are the flanges that, ouch, okay, are actually the ones that connect to the exhaust and the mid pipe itself. These are going to be the easiest ones to get to, as well as going to be the ones that are not going to be controlling the actual exhaust itself. So that way you don't have to deal with these flanges when you're dropping this exhaust here. And it's going to take you a hot minute, especially with mine, because I have aftermarket bolts in there, which are not the correct size, and it's going to take me a hot minute to get it out. Alright, so I now actually have all the bolts to these flanges removed. We are now going to move on to the muffler itself, the back box. And a strategy that I like to use is to have a jack under this while I'm unbolting these bolts, because once these bolts are out, this exhaust could just completely drop down. And you don't want this to fall on your face. It's actually happened to me before. This thing weighs about 60 pounds, and it's a bitch to get back up, and it also is a bitch when it hits you in the face. Alright, and in order to get these exhaust hangers removed, you have a few bolts. You have 2, 4 on the driver's side here. And then if we come across, we've got 1, 2 for the hanger right there. And then for the mid pipe, we've got 2 flanges here that are going to hold 8 bolts. And something I recommend doing actually is to remove the wheel here so that you have easy access to the bolts and you don't have to get under the car and get in some weird awkward positions that'll lead to injuries and whatnot. All right, and now that I have the 2, 4, 6 nuts that are holding on to the exhaust and the hanger to the car, I can now slowly but surely lower the jack and the exhaust should slowly come out. Okay, so I now have the exhaust out of the car, and now I got to transfer these 3 hangers onto the other exhaust over there. All right, everyone, it is a different day, so when you guys do decide to do your exhaust, check on a few things I neglected and didn't check, and that's the outer diameter O-ring as well as the inside O-ring, but everything's a-okay. I got the car here, and it's finally time to get you guys those exhaust clips you guys have probably been waiting for this entire time, so let's get straight to it.